Good evening and welcome to tonight's unexpected live. So I thought I would come in live and say Happy New Year, have a little chat. I'm not going to do readings tonight. So if you are watching, please jump in, say hi in the comments so I can see that you're coming in. It looks like Facebook is taking a moment to kick in. But, also, if you're catching the replay, please hashtag replay and let me know that you are watching as well. So wonderful. It looks like the platform has just kicked in with those places that I am cross posting. So happy New Year to everybody. I hope you've had an amazing Xmas season and got lots of lovely presents, made lots of beautiful memories, spent time with those that count in your life, and also found a way to honour and feel the love of those that haven't been able to be here as well. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year's evening as well. I've just been out and had tea with my lovely husband, and it's his night off, and having a nice quiet one. I am still in the processes of recharging my batteries, nurturing myself, trying to re-energize and refocus as well, like a lot of people are and have been. Hey Jane, how you going, honey? Helps if I push the button for the the messages to come out. The beautiful Nat is here as well. Evening, honey. Uh, I am having a lovely evening, and I hope you guys are and your beautiful family. Carrie Ann is here. Hey, honey. Happy New Year. Thank you. Diane is here. Happy New Year to you and your family. Better next year for you. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that a little bit in a moment as well. I want to sort of reflect a little bit on the year that we've all had and what I kind of feel like is coming forward as well. So, hey, Patricia, Happy New Year to you too, honey. Heidi, how you going? She says, I'm stuck at work. Oh, my heart goes out to you being stuck at work tonight. I'm just grateful my husband managed to have the night off. He's had a pretty hectic Christmas period with work, so it's lovely to have him home tonight and have the house to ourselves. Hey Pam, how you going? Hello, beautiful. Hope you are having a great Xmas. It has been a nice Xmas, thanks, honey. It's been fairly relaxing. Easy going is probably a good way of putting it. Bit of running around, but yeah, it was a bit hard to get into Christmas this year for multiple reasons. But I guess for me, I've just been waiting for this year to be over, and I think a lot of people have in this sense as well. In the same way that I kind of have, our reasons may be different, but so many people have had a really testing year. So, hey, Belinda, thank you for the hearts there. All right. So, basically, I just wanted to come live. I just sat there feeling very tired and exhausted and thought, I'm going to go live because I haven't been showing up very much lately for you guys. Obviously, a lot of you know that we've had a pretty hectic year with my daughter's health and different stuff going on. So, my focus had shifted to that. But I just thought I've got to do a last live, and I don't necessarily want to focus on doing readings tonight because I am feeling very tired, flat, and exhausted. But I do want to sort of take you through a bit of time, or even have you thinking if you're up for it. To hey Rashina, how you going, honey? To just sort of take a moment, take a deep breath, ground ourselves, and to think about the year that we have had. You know, this year for me came in, and I kind of felt like we were on a high. We had focus in our lives. We had things like, planning a holiday for 2024 to go away on a boat cruise, and my daughter had found her thing that she liked doing with her studies and had been offered a job and everything, to then, as a lot of you know, had the carpet ripped out from under us with her health diagnosis sort of thing. So the focus became on the cancer and stuff with that. Hey Ella, how you going, honey? So the focus had sort of shifted to her, and we kind of lost that focus on us as a family, us as individuals, and I know I'm not the only one that's had a hard time this year, and I know so many people have been tested in so many different ways. But when we look back and we focus on the journey that we have traveled this year, I do still believe, even as much as we've been to, hell and back, so to speak, that it has been quite a positive year. Now, I know that sounds strange when you think about what you've been through, what I've been through, and what people around us have been through, but it is like we've had to travel this journey. We've had to learn some really big lessons this year. We've had to do the lot of work on ourselves, and for a very long time, you guys have heard me say, "Nurture you." Bring the focus back to you, what your heart desires, what your needs, your wants, your passions are, and align yourself in that energy. And I really feel, looking back now and thinking about it, that so many of us, and I can see it through my clients as well over time, over these last couple of months, that um, so many of us have done so much work on ourselves, but we have been a little bit reluctant or fearful of going into that really deep, deep soul stuff. And it's kind of like all this stuff, these challenges and triumphs that we've been through this year have had to take us deeper in and take that control away from us. But it is really about how we've reacted, how we've moved forward, how we've dealt with these situations. For me, I don't think at any time myself or my family have gone, "Why us? Why me? Why her?" sort of thing. It's like we just taken it step by step as things have come up, faced it together, and obviously found a very strong united front when we do come together in those with different situations. So I want you to think about the journey that you have traveled this year. Look at what the challenges are for you. And now that we're coming out the other end of this year, and a lot of us are coming out the other end of these challenges that we have been faced with over this last 12 months, I want you to think about what is the biggest lesson that you've been through? What have you learnt? And for some of us, those lessons have been pretty hard. For some of us, you may find that you just fly through and learn those lessons very quickly. This year, it's been an emotional year. It's been physically, mentally, and emotionally testing sort of thing. And if it wasn't one thing, it was another thing to be focusing on. And like many, for me, the year was like, okay, we're just going to throw this one thing at you, and then we're going to throw this and this and this and this for you to focus on. And it became a real balancing game. For me, I know it took a toll near the end of the year, especially as Tara got to the end of her chemo treatment. Um, as that sort of focus started to wind down a little bit, then you throw the floodwaters in it with mum and dad and different stuff that was going on, the car crash that they had, and stuff that sort of took a lot of focus and a lot of organising with as well. And right through all that time, or probably, I'm going to say probably most of 7 or 8 months of this time, my biggest thing was I lost me in that, a lot of that stuff. I wouldn't say I lost me completely. It was more my focus had to change, and it did change, but I still forgot to, I don't know if I forgot or I got too busy is probably a better way of doing it, and fell back into old habits where you're very good at putting everybody else first and not looking after ourselves. So I know I'm guilty. I am guilty of that in this last 7, 8 months. And it's now when I've got to that stage that I'm feeling flat, tired, exhausted, burnt out, that I realise that I should have had a better balance of it. And I think that's gonna be a big lesson for a lot of us, is finding that balance, finding a time to nurture us, no matter if it's, 5 minutes a day or it's 2 hours a day or whatever it is. We need to give ourselves the permission and the space to have that time to do it. And it is finding something simple that resonates with you, that helps give you that. Okay? So I want you to think about the year that you have had, and think about what your biggest lesson is in it, okay? Because it really is important, and I probably should have come live, a couple of days ago and spoke about this because for me, I really feel it's really important to take that time to reflect on the journey that you've been on this year, okay? And to give gratitude for everything that's come up and let go of what no longer serves a purpose. Because really, we don't need to take much into next year, is my feeling. I want to say we need to go in as a clean slate. We need to go with the flow. We need to have that balance, that clarity in what it is we want. And for me, I know I need to choose me in whatever I'm doing moving forward next year. Okay. And it really is about giving ourselves that permission. I know through Tara's course of treatment and her journey this year, the focus very much became on her. And for me, it took me until nearly the end to go, hang on, this isn't about you in this moment. This is about me and what I want, sort of thing. And believe me, it didn't go down well when I did do that. Okay. So it is really important to give ourselves that time to make it about us. And I want to say, do it in a very selfish way, but not out of ego. Do it from the heart space. And when you stay in that heart space instead of the head, you are going to find you've got that more balance, more flow, and not feeling guilty for doing it is a really big thing. That's old energy. The guilt, the fear, that is so past decades energy, and we really do need to let it go. All right. We just want to say hello to a few more people popping in. Hey, Julie. Hey, Shirley. Cyan's here. Hey, honey, Happy New Year. I hope you and your family had a lovely Christmas. The lovely Steve is here. Happy New Year, Steve, to you too. Look at that beautiful puppy. Lee is here. Hey, honey. We don't actually have Roz here tonight. Roz is in New Zealand still. I think she's got about 8-9 more days of a holiday left before she heads back. But I'm sure she will catch this replay when she has time. Hey, Melinda, how you going? Oh, thank you, honey. I really do appreciate that. Kim says, did Tara ring the bell, Leanne? Fingers crossed she did. She did. I thought she was going to break it. If you jump on Facebook and look up Tara's journey, there is actually a video there. You will see me bawling my eyes out, but that's okay. But yes, she did that and Dad videoed it for her. So thank you for asking, honey. Lisa, Happy New Year to you too, honey. Dana's here. Hey, honey. Happy New Year to you. We have Wendy. Hey, honey. Happy New Year. Steve says, my biggest lesson of 2022 is that great pain and heartache leads to great growth. That is so true. And I got goosebumps reading that, which is my sign for confirmation. And, sometimes we do need to feel the pain to feel the win, the growth with it. So I don't even want to say win because it's not like, hey, we're going to give you the pain to make you win or to fight to win. It is more about the growth that comes with it. How we evolve is probably a good word that I can use at the moment in that, because I know I have somebody actually said to me through all this hospital stuff and treatments and stuff, I would have learned so much this year, or we, as in my daughter, my husband, those that have been close to us and supported us through that. Yeah, we have, but it's not something I wanted to learn. And, there may be a reason why I've had to learn that stuff and grow from it. I know Tara's got a very good vision of how she wants to help people moving forward from her experiences and support others on their journey going through similar things. So, we do go through this stuff for a reason. And I want you to think about what is the reason you've had to have those struggles this year. Some of us have had people come and go in our lives. Some of us have lost some loved ones. Some of us have had opportunities come and go very quickly that we never thought would happen. sort of thing. So it really has been a tough year. But when you step back and you take a breath and you're looking at it from the other end, I can see so much positive in this year that has been. But it's like I couldn't see that until I could step back and have a little bit more clarity and distance myself from a lot of that stuff as well. Our journey certainly isn't over. In about 2-3 weeks' time, 2 weeks' time, we'll learn where she's at and what's going on with scans and tests to know which direction we are heading. But to me, I know the hardest part is behind us. We've certainly grown a lot from it and certainly a lot stronger, certainly a lot more knowledgeable about things that you really don't wish that you had to face. But it is what it is, and we move forward. We don't I don't wanna I don't want to like sit and ponder too much on it. I don't want to get caught up in that energy. My big thing was like, let's get this over and done with this year and move forward into 2023 with new focus and bringing balance back into our lives in much more of a healthier way. So I'm kind of looking forward to midnight if I can stay awake that long, moving forward and allowing that shift to go through. So it will be good. Hey, Whitney, how you going, honey? Thank you, much appreciated. Joanne says, after a shit year with help, guidance, and I made it. 2023 is so exciting and can't wait for our next Grandy. Yay! I hope all's going well. I'm sure it is. 23 is going to be my year. I love that, honey, because I have actually said that myself. 2023 is my year. Okay. You think about it. Okay. I've got to turn that thing off. It sounds like a dying seagull in the background. Sorry, guys. Um, when when you choose you and you move forward in that energy and you're doing what you're passionate about and what you love, you bring that balance in, you bring that happiness into your life. Those around you are going to follow your lead. They're going to like that energy that you're sitting in, and it becomes contagious, so to speak. So by nurturing you, balance, looking after you, finding a balance, you are also taking care of others when you're not realizing that you're doing it. You haven't set your intentions to do it. I kind of feel like this year has been a very good year for me to see a lot of people's true colors, good, mostly good, some bad sort of thing in that way, where through this journey, I've had to go. I literally told 2 people, and I'm ashamed to say it these days, that I told them where to go, as in clients, knowing that, what we were going through, but it was still they were desperate for readings. They needed it to be about them, no matter where emotionally, mentally, or physically I was at, and kept pushing, and it was just stuff in their life that really didn't seem to matter on the bigger picture. It was the old energies, the old dramas and stuff like that. And that, I think for me, was having 2 people close together like that was my tipping point to go, "Sorry, I'm not the right person for you. I need to focus on me. You I Well, I don't feel are people that will listen to what you're saying. They only wanna hear what they wanna hear." So, I think spirit put these people in front of me to test me, to see how I was going to react, sort of thing. Was I going to get pulled into that energy and play that game with them? Or was I going to set my boundaries? And I certainly did set my boundaries. Okay. I think I said to the last person, I don't need clients like that person. Excuse me. When I was being forced to bring the focus back to me and my family, if that makes sense. So it is really incredible how this year has tested us to a degree where we've had to learn to set our boundaries, to speak up. You know, I've got people in my life where I've been very short with. There'll be situations, things going on, and it's just like I don't have the energy, the time, or whatnot to deal with that. So we'll tell them in a loving heart space way, it quite blunt in a way, but it was always taken the way it needed to be taken, sort of thing. So look at the changes that you've noticed in yourself, because I've certainly found some in me, in that way. And, like I said, we've got to go through stuff to learn from it. What happens for a reason. And sometimes it's very hard to see those reasons when you're right in the middle of that stuff. But when you can step away from that energy and step back and ground yourself, you will see massive change. All right. Joe says, "Hi, Leanne. May 2023 bring your family health and happiness for the year." Thank you, honey. Same to you. Lovely D is here saying Happy New Year. Leanne, Happy New Year to you too, honey. Fran is here saying Happy New Year. Hi, Leanne. Happy New Year and hope 2023 treats you well. I've got to get my things, honey. Same to you. I've got to get my tongue around that 2023 bit. Okay. Whitney says, Happy New Year to you. Oh, thank you, honey. Kim says, 29 years ago, at this point in time, I was in labor with my eldest son. Oh, wow. I can't believe tomorrow he will be 30. Happy birthday to your son, honey. They grow up so quick, don't they? Whitney says, sometimes pain and challenges make us really appreciate all the little things that we take for granted. Well, that's what I've learned this year. I think that's perfect, honey, because I really do feel that it is very true in that way as well. So, it is important to acknowledge these lessons, the wins, the losses, so to speak, as well. Steve says, I also learned that one English would help. I also learned that a loved one dies, we need to accept that we are not the one who died, and the greatest gift we can honor those who have passed is to live our best life. That is well said, Steve. And, obviously with your mum passing this year, that that's huge. Okay. Some people take a very long time to get to that stage. And I I believe it's part of the grief process to be able to find yourself in that stage, and it's huge when you can, to be able to realize that the best way to honor them is to keep living through yourself. Their memories stay with us. Their soul is very much with us. As a lot of you have heard me say over the years, that those thoughts, those memories that pop into your mind when you're not meaning to think about them, is very much their soul with you. I just wish so many more people could see what I see and what I feel, what I know, sort of thing, in the sense that just because the physical body isn't here anymore doesn't mean that the energetic body isn't with us. Just because the physical's gone doesn't mean that they have left us. Okay. So many people feel their loved ones in so many different ways, and we will go through stages as we evolve where you feel that you're not feeling them in that same way anymore. But they will still give you signs. They will let you know that they are very much around you and with you. Okay. So well said, and thank you for sharing that, Steve. That is good. Thank you. Fran, did I bring that up? Hi, Leanne. Happy New Year. Hope 2023 treats you especially well. Thank you. And Deborah, hi, Leanne. Smiley face. New year next year. I hope it will work out well for me. All right. So, Deborah, let's not hope. All right. Let's focus. English. Let's focus on it will work out for you. It's all about the wording. When we're manifesting stuff, we need direct, strong words. Okay. When you say hope, you're leaving room for that unknown energy. Know what it is you want in your life in 2023. See it like you're already living it. Have that vision. Feel that stuff. All right. And when we do that, we actually draw that energy in. Okay. When we don't know what we want, or we have mixed emotions, tiredness, fatigue, all that sort of stuff, it all sort of makes it harder to bring that balance into our lives. All right. So when you speak about it, it will be a better year for you. It will work out. It's going to work out. All right. Strong, hard words. Okay. Beautiful. I wish you all the best with that, honey. Kelly says, Happy New Year. Same to you, honey. Carrie Ann says, For the first time, I choose me this year. Well done, honey. I stopped negative entering my life and turn negative into positive. I'm a lot happier, and so is my daughter. Well done, honey. That is huge, and congratulations on taking that. I want to say, first of all, congratulations on seeing those patterns and taking those steps to make change and inviting that positive energy into your life, because we can all do it. We can change the way we think, the way we react to things. Choose what bothers you and what doesn't, what matters, what to let go of, what to hold on to, what to focus on into with that very clear, precise side of okay. So well done, hun. That's huge. And I'm sure you're going to rock 2023 yourself and your daughter. Nat says her candles are amazing. I've learned to make these happen. Don't sit back and wait for it to come. Trust my instincts. Well done, honey. Excellent. You're talking about Tara's candles. I think by memory you grabbed some at Colonnades, didn't you? Wonderful. Thank you. Yes. Like I said to her the other week after Colonnades, that if she wants to focus on candles, she needs to really get stuck into it and get a plan put together. But she's enjoying life at the moment, and she's actually up away with her sister in Whyalla. They headed back today, so she's having a week up there with her. Hey, Deborah. Hi, Leanne. I'm moving next year again, and I hope it will work out for me this time. I'm a bit apprehensive. Change is good, is the reference I get, honey. Now, remember, fear, apprehension, fear, that side of stuff is all just a false emotion, okay? It's change. It's unknown. It's, trusting in that energy and going with the flow. Whitney says, I nearly died on the operating table. I remember that. You said you had a really bad thing, but didn't. So I feel really lucky to be here still. Well done, hun. And sometimes we need to have those, let's say, near misses, to actually take a different look on life in that sense. Cian says, well done in setting boundaries. People like that suck your energy and feel like out of the good. Yes, so true, honey. When good fruits rubs on rotten fruits, the good fruit goes bad. It really does. It drains the shit out of you, so to speak. Let them go. Biggest lesson I learned at my divorce. Well done to you. Thank you, honey. Much appreciated. Kim says, thank you for all your guidance readings, spending countless hours helping us all through 2022. Wish you and your family, plus your mum and dad, have a wonderful 2023. Thank you, honey. I don't think mum's actually on tonight. She didn't know I was coming live. They've had a pretty big couple of weeks, so I would say she's probably in bed and sleeping well by now. So thank you for that, honey. I will pass that message on to her. Kat, hey, gorgeous. Says, Happy New Year, my dearest Leanne. Happy New Year to you, honey. And I'm sure all is going well in your new job. Okay, Deborah says, thanks and Happy New Year, Leanne. Thank you, honey. You're welcome. Francis, Leanne, after the little chat about hope, I'll change my greetings to wishing you an especially wonderful year. Thank you, honey. Appreciate it. It really is. People don't take note of the words they use. And I guess because I've been doing what I've been doing for so long, I can see the blocks, the way people interrupt that energy, so to speak, just through their words. Thank you, Nat. I'll tell her you love her candles. There's still some in my spare room, and it absolutely smells amazing in there when you go in there with the candles. So yeah, so it's quite interesting when I watch people or listen to people talking about certain things, and I can feel their desires and their wants, but the wording doesn't align with it, if that makes sense. So even if that's what you take out of tonight, is Think about how you're moving forward and the wording, the actions that you're putting to that to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve. And Cassie says, "Hi, Leanne. I hope you are having a lovely night. I'm having a relaxing night. Thank you, honey. I was wondering if you see anything for me on the new year. I have a rough end of the year and could use some good news, good luck on our way." Um, Tonight, honey, I'm not actually doing readings, and that is still very much a part of the setting my boundaries in recharging, re-energizing, nurturing me at this time. But focus on what it is you want, honey. If you're going to focus on the negative, the hard times that you've had, you're going to just keep drawing that energy in. So take that focus to what you want your life to be. What would make you the most happiest? What would bring flow into your life? And focus on the positives. I'm a big believer when we focus on the negative, we manifest more negative. When we focus on the positive, we bring more positive energy in. That's what we draw to ourselves, sort of thing. So I want to say, look at the lessons. If you've only just come in, maybe catch the first half of this thing, because I was talking about looking at the year we've had, the journey we've traveled, what the lessons are out of it, how you've reacted on the things. And maybe sometimes when we reflect on things, we can also see how we could have done things a little bit differently as well. Everything happens for a reason, okay? And we are truly working on really, really deep soul stuff this year. I look forward to saying, the 2023 being very different energy, but this year has set us up for what next year, 2023, is going to be in that sense. So, like I said, we've had to go through all this stuff for a reason, okay? I encourage people to write stuff down as well. Maybe if you journal, do a quick reflection on what your year's been, what you see the lessons to be, what you're most grateful for. I'm certainly so grateful for all the love and the support I've got here online and through my members and everything, but also our loved ones, our family, our friends around us for the year that we've had. We're not having next year, we've had this year. Do you like my wording? I'm getting tired. Diane says, "Thank you, Leanne, for the past year. You are an amazing woman." Thank you, honey. I really appreciate your kind words. You're cherished by many people, and I'm one of them. Thank you. See, it's comments like that. It just, as much as at times I feel so exhausted and worn out, especially this year has been huge with everything going on, where I've felt so burnt out lately. It's things like comments like that, that even though I'm feeling very tired, it shows me I'm on the right path. I'm doing, help. It's still being able to help others when I'm trying to mostly help myself at the moment, if that makes sense. I don't know if I said that right, but I think you know what I mean. So I really appreciate that. So very true. Thank you, Whitney. And Dana says, "Thank you for your support this year. Forever grateful." Thank you, honey. I am very honored to being able to help you. I want to say help you all, for anybody that has been able to take something out of conversations or readings or my lives that has been able to make a difference in your life. I always say I only need to help one person and my job is done. If it helps many or goes far, it is just a bonus sort of thing. And I give a lot of gratitude and love and grateful for spirit and what they help me with in that sense. So, all right, beautiful soul. So, I think I have brought up all the comments. So really, like, I just all of a sudden decided I was tired and I was bored. Had and was sort of feeling the fact that I hadn't. I'm not sure if I brought Jane's up, but hey, Jane. Um, hadn't been showing up much lately for you guys. So I really did want to get this. I kind of felt bad because I didn't get a Christmas message through either. So I really did want to come live for tonight before the end of the year. So please take this time, reflect on your life. Even if you've got to do it into tomorrow, we always have that overlapping energy of the 2 years. I always sort of feel like it mid-December, the new energy starts to come in. Mid-January, the old energy has left, sort of thing is the way I feel the energy to be. So I want to say, give yourself permission to put yourself first, follow your heart, your desires, your passions, your needs, your wants. And know when you do that, you can't go wrong. Stay in that heart space. Don't allow yourself to step into that ego, the overthinking, the head space. Even if it means putting 2 hands on your heart and feeling that energy against your heart to bring that focus back into that, do the breath work and just remember to give gratitude. I do it every week, every Sunday, end of the weekend. I will take 5 minutes just to reflect on the week I've had and give gratitude for what it's brought, positive, negative, pardon me, whatever else it is. So that's energy moving, and release it to the universe. Know that 2023 is going to be a very positive year when you align yourself in that energy. Let go of all the drama, let go of the wishes, the maybes, the could be's, the hopefulness, and start actually living those dreams like it's happening already. We've done all the hard work. We've got the magic has been working in the background for so many of us. So I believe 2023 is going to be a year where things are going to move through really fast and in a huge way. A lot of us are going to start heading in a very different direction to what we have been. You may still be doing the same thing, but on such a higher level, evolving so quickly, achieving so much more, touching so many more people than what you have been. Okay. Like I keep hearing, we've done the hard work, we've done the hard work. Now focus on how we can bring that balance into our lives, what serves us, how to nurture us, choose us. If you're going to have a New Year's resolution, I want it to be I choose me. All right. It's not necessarily a resolution, it's making a statement. Okay. So if you can take that energy into whatever your resolutions are, if you're somebody that does resolutions, into 2023, finish it off with I choose me. Okay. Or I give myself permission to choose me, however you want to word it. Make it direct and make it clear. All right. Beautiful. All right. So many beautiful messages here as well. I think I've bought you so I'm just making sure I haven't. There's more comments there than I realized. Yes, we're getting rid of scammers next year. I'm setting my intentions. Scam on the page. Peace off. Thank you for your amazing 2022. I'm very grateful for all your guidance. You are amazing, and I appreciate your time each week. Looking forward to 2023. Thank you, honey. Much appreciated. Please remember, guys, don't message those scammers. Don't give them the time or the energy. Because they feed off of that. That's how they tap into our pages and stuff there as well. So I will block that person in a moment. Thankfully, actually, I'm not going to let that scamming in on that tip. Something Facebook has brought in, but I'm sure we will gradually weed them out. And Deb said, "Hey, honey, I hope you guys are starting to dry out up there with the flood waters. Happy New Year to you and your family, Leanne, and wishing you better things going forward." Thank you, honey, and you too. I know you've had a hard year as well. And we've got Angela. Okay, honey, I'm not doing readings today, but I have talked about the way we can reflect on this year and the way we can move forward into next year. So if you're just coming in, please do feel free to watch the replay. And don't forget, if you are watching the replay, #replay and let me know you're doing it. If you do want to book a reading for guidance for the year ahead, certainly do check out my website, leannewinston.com. I am planning on, if everything goes to plan, spending the next few days actually recording videos of my level 2 psychic medium development workshop and getting that online. So those that have done the level 1, whether it's in person or online, that will be there for them to move forward. So that is my plan, providing the universe gives me some energy and clarity and clear mind, and less body aches. That is what I'm planning on spending the next few days, having the house to myself through the day doing with that. All right. Angela says, Happy New Year, Leanne. I hope everything improves for your daughter, hun. Thank you, honey, and much appreciated. Keep your ears peeled. I'm sure I will fill you in once we know mid this January what is the test results with that and what the next step is. Okay. All right. So remember, I choose me. I give myself permission to put myself first in 2023. All right. So if that's something that resonates with you, and I highly recommend people come up with their own version of it that resonates with them, and make it a thing. Stick it on the fridge. Repeat it to yourself in the mirror every morning when you're getting ready for your day. Because when you're saying it to yourself in the mirror, you're talking to your soul when you're looking yourself in the eyes with that. Okay. 2023 does have an amazing year's energy feel to it. It is very much about bringing the focus back into us, our self-growth, our worth, and stuff like that. There are changes going on in a positive way this year coming for so many of us, but we just need to go with the flow. This decade is very much about choosing us and going with the flow. So align yourself in that energy. Once again, I just want to say a very big heartfelt thank you to everybody that has supported me through this year and have followed me on this journey right through for the last 15 odd years or whatever it has now been, especially those the love and the support that we got this year with everything going on with Tara. That certainly, has helped get us through a lot in that sense as well. But I also want to thank you in advance for those that will continue to support my page, my work into 2023 and come along on this beautiful journey that we have ahead of us. So I wish you, your family, and those around you, your loved ones, whoever they are, a very, very happy new year. Make this about you moving forward. And we only have 3 hours left until midnight to do that reflection side of stuff. So just breathe through it, ground yourself, give gratitude regularly moving forward on everything that comes, even for the testing things that may still come up. Give gratitude for what it has brought, the lessons learned with them. Keep shining and be an amazing soul that I know you all are. And I look forward to connecting with you all in 2023. Much love to everybody. Stay safe. Bye for now.